CLC Stage 7 Grammar Screencast 2018-19. In this Grammar Screencast, we'll be covering exciting stuff like the imperative, how to give commands. We'll also be covering the address phrase, adding the day plus ablative about or separation phrase, as well as the present infinitive, and deal with negative imperatives, how to give negative commands. Don't do this. Plus some adverb question words. So let's start with the imperatives. Imperatives are when you use to give commands. So they're only in the second person, singular or plural. As you can see, the endings are really easy. Abbreviated, lada, vide, vite, cape, adi. Imperatives for second plural, talking to two people. Lada, te. So it's the original ending plus adding te at the end. Vititi, capiti, auditi. Those are a little different. And then, of course, you should know some of the irregulars because they will come up. Second singular, deek, duke, vac, fair, s, noli. Don't do it. Dicite, speak, ducite, lead, facite, do it, verte, carry it, este, be, plural, and nolite, don't do it, you all. So let's see how we'd start with it. Let's start with the verb. Deek, it's short. Second person singular, present imperative active, simple, no tense. Only the indicative has tense. Volative mood, that means it's a command, active plus subject. You speak. In English, we often don't put you in. Then we have accusative object phrase, speak the truth. Day. Day plus the ablative could either be about or from. So it could be like a separation phrase, down from the mountain. But in this case, we're talking about speaking, so it's probably a day plus ablative about phrase. Speak the truth about Grumio. Cornelius clamavit, Cornelius shouted, Cure ad casam celeriter. Celeriter, quickly to the house, cure, imperative. So, it's not I will run, it's not you are running. It's either to run, the infinitive, which we haven't learned yet. In a few minutes we will, or run the command. I would say it's run the command, number 4. All right, so we've talked about the imperative. Now let's talk about the vocative. The vocative is a kind of a limited case used for direct address, like an email, the to phrase, or a hashtag if you're Twittering. Oh, immortal gods. So sometimes you could have an O in front of it. Or you also have the me fili. It's a separate case. Vocative, usually when you address someone directly. Vocative are the same as the nominatives except for second declension. So, Marque mi fili, oh, Marcus, my son. So that's a convenient way to remember it. Now, the vocative case will only deal with second declension and second I in the singular. Other than that, it looks just like the nominative. Well, how can you tell it's not the nominative? Because the verb, if you're talking to someone, the verb is second person. So if the verb is second person and you have something that looks like a nominative, it's probably the vocative. And the only worry about the separate discrete form is, and this is where Latin 1 really lives, is in the second declension and second I, only in the singular. Horte, horti, gladi. So therefore we start with the command. Weni. Oh, it looks like first singular perfect, except there's no long mark. So it's really verb second person singular present imperative, simple, no tense, volative mood, active voice, speak. Who are we talking to? Down, or not speak, it's come down, come. This is where the separation phrase, come from the mountain, day plus ablative, and brute, from that ending, it's a vocative address phrase, O Brutus. So it takes a noun and it converts it over to second person. Vocative takes a noun, which is always third person, and changes it to second person. Quid. So we have here, we would expect to. We don't see to, because this is second person singular verb. Instead, we have a noun. Remember what I just said about the vocative converts over the noun, which is third person, into second person? this is a case. Also notice you have commas. Commas tell you it's an address phrase, therefore it's brute. Infinitives. Every conjugation has a separate infinitive. The infinitive at this stage of Latin for the first year is translated as to. It will change, but for this stage it's translated as to. So, to err is human. I am able to see. So whenever you see ere, you're dealing with the infinitive, which is translated as simply, at this stage, to. It has no tense, it has no mood. So, Aeneas invenere cupivid, Aeneas Cupid desired to find. The ending right there tells you it's an infinitive, to find. Now, the most important part is when Latin signifies a negative imperative. It's so strong, it's just not the imperative. When you don't want to do something or tell someone not to do something, it is so strong, it takes two verbs to make it. Noli, don't wish. Notice that's the imperative form, right? It's imperative second singular. And then it has the infinitive, to touch. Don't wish, talking about simple, volative mood, no tense, active voice, subject phrase. Don't wish to touch me. We would say in English, don't touch. So, negative commands are expressed by noli or nolite plus the infinitive. O Brutus, don't fear. Girls, don't fear. Notice, if you're talking to more than one person, you have to change it to second plural. The word indicating a plural negative command. So nolo means don't want. That's I don't want. That's an infinitive. These are the commands. So which one is singular? Which one is plural? This is second singular. That was the sexy distractor. This is the prom queen or king, nolite. Now let's talk about adverbs for questions. Talked about question words already. These are kind of a review. Ubi, where. For, why. Nun, a question expecting a no. Surely you're not sleeping. This one is a new one. You have to be aware of it. For, sorry, they're downloading materials at Giant Eagle where I'm working. Always work all the time, everywhere. Pour Kaiser. So therefore, we're dealing with why. All right. So we have here our verb, and we see here what we've covered this chapter. It's exciting. Remember, highlight, mark down the notes, fill everything in, and I definitely want to see a question tomorrow. And then, of course, you have to pass the grammar e-lecture at 60, or if you want to go better than passing, you could always go for 80. And I'll see you tomorrow. Good luck.